Clark, hammer. 3 Sky players coming over.
Now the official is pointing to his head here, and I think they're going to look at this. To review it.
The foul, I believe, to Angel Reese. Yep, across the head, and they will go to the monitor to review this one.
Yeah, that's right.
Reese is being reviewed for a possible upgrade to a playground.
In the statement, the WNBA highlighted that the referee's decisions aim to maintain the integrity of the game and protect the athletes from unsportsmanlike behavior.
Bringing each other together, I think I wear that on my shoulders. Kennedy wears that on her shoulders because everybody doesn't get this opportunity. So when we go out there and play super hard, compete every single day, it's not personal. Yeah. I promise you it's based off of our stories and where we've come from. Yeah. We've come from so many different places that you guys have never seen or would never understand. So just being able to go out there and play with that chip on our shoulder every single night, that's just what we do and that's just who we are. And you have to accept that.
Yeah, folks, you heard it out of her own mouth. You have to accept that. Listen here. My name is Samantha. I live in Southeast Louisiana. Now I know Angel Reece consistently sees herself as a victim. She sees herself as some poor black woman raised in the racist South where she's had it so hard. Folks, the girl went to LSU, Louisiana State University, all right? She hasn't had it hard. The only things hard in Angel Reece's life are the ones that she has made. The bad decisions and the aggressive plays on the basketball court, that's the only hard things Angel Reece has ever had to deal with.
So many people are watching women's basketball right now. Yeah. It all started from the national championship game, and I've been dealing with this for 2 years now. And understanding, like, yeah, negative things have probably been said about me, but honestly, I'll take that because look where women's basketball is. People are talking about women's basketball, but you never would think that we'd be talking about women's basketball. People are pulling up to games. We got celebrities coming to games, sold out arenas, like just because of one single game. And just looking at that, like I'll take that role. I'll take the bad guy role, and I'll continue to take that on and be that for my teammates. And if I want to be that, and I know I'll go down in history, I'll look back in 20 years and be like, yeah, the reason why we watching women's basketball is not just because of one person. It's because of me too, and I want y'all to realize that.
Out of college basketball, straight into women's professional basketball. And everybody's watching basketball because of her. That's literally how she feels, folks. When people like me who are watching basketball, it's not because of Angel Reece, and it's not for a good thing. But be truthful with you. The child has some skill, but really what she's got is a whole lot of anger and what I call just trash ball handling skills. When they continue to tighten down how aggressive they're going to let the basketball court get, players like Angel Reece are going to fall away. And it's very simple because they do not have any technique. What she's got is brute strength. She looks like a truck going down the court. There's no finesse. There's no real skill. And as the WNBA clamps down on this I want to be a man syndrome on the basketball court, and they require their players to follow the rules and play basketball like it's supposed to be played, you're going to see the Angel Reeces fall to the wayside. Because if you force her to play the game, to actually play the game using skill, she's going to be a terrible player because she doesn't have any. She doesn't have any technique. Like I said, I mean, brute strength, folks. That's literally in an attitude. That's all she's got. And is that really where America's going with this basketball? Is that really what people consider good? It's kind of like the fat girl that won the pageant here recently in Alabama. Is that really what America thinks is beautiful? I mean, I'm just asking, because it seems like this whole world is upside down here lately. Right is wrong and wrong is right. And now we're seeing it in the basketball. She just makes excuses for herself. You know, oh, I didn't intend to. Maybe you didn't intend to literally almost knock this girl out, to knock Caitlin out with that swing of that arm. But you were nowhere near that ball. You knew you couldn't make it in time, and you threw your arm with everything you had because you hoped if you missed the ball, you clean knocked her out. That is not how sports should be played. I mean, just kind of reminds me of men going in women's bathrooms. Just not how it's supposed to be done.
We should not be suspended for that foul. Let me dispute that wild notion that has been circulating on social media. Angel Reese should not be suspended for that foul. It was a basketball play. Let me get ahead of that.
Okay, so you don't suspend her. What are you going to do with her? Because she's going to continue to do this. This is how Angel Reese plays basketball. You know, when you've got that child, that bully, because that, I mean, come on, folks. That is what Angel Reese is. A complainer, a whiner. It's never her fault, folks. She is a victim from the minute she wakes up till she goes to bed. If she sees this video, she will claim that I'm a white, racist woman, and that is why she had it so hard in Louisiana. When in all actuality, I find Louisiana not to be that racist at all. I live here all my life. I've gone to big cities. You guys are way more racist than we are. We all just live our lives in the country. Angel's problem needs to be evaluated deeper. Either put her through some CRT for black folks or get her off the basketball court, because it's not going to slow down. Mark my words. Come back in a few weeks when I do another video on her, because she gets another intentional foul. She's not going to slow down. She's not going to stop, because she plays street ball, not basketball.
Now, what I will also say is, Angel, your actions are starting to speak so loud, we can't hear what you're telling us.
The proverb my father used to tell me, do I believe my lying eyes or my lying ears? That's Angel Reese in a nutshell.
Because what you told us, if we go back to March 31st, was simple. You said you think people just take it like we hate each other. And Caitlin Clark and I don't hate each other. I want everybody to understand that. That's what you told us. The problem is your actions vehemently disagree. Because on June 1st, after Kennedy Carter cheap shots Caitlin Clark, you get up and you celebrate the cheap shot of Caitlin Clark. And then you proceed to hug your teammate who just cheap shotted her. Then fast forward 2 days later, you say, I'll take on the bad guy role. Then fast forward 2 weeks later, you wear Joker shoes. Now, for those that don't know, Joker is obviously a notable villain character in one of the most famous stories that we all like to celebrate in Batman. And then yesterday, you get a flagrant foul by hitting Caitlin Clark in the head. It was a basketball play, family, but what I want is simply for Angel and those that are a little bit ignorant to what has been going on to understand that Angel's actions are starting to speak so loud, we cannot hear what is being said. For those that are unfamiliar, let me tell you all, there have been 540 minutes of Chicago Sky basketball. Pay attention to this detail. 540 minutes of Chicago Sky basketball, of which Caitlin Clark has played 74 minutes against the Sky. The Sky only have 2 flagrant fouls all season. Y'all want to know who the 2 flagrant fouls are on? Caitlin Clark. So was it a basketball play? Yes, it was. Should she be suspended? Absolutely not. But if you've only played 540 minutes of basketball, and of those 540, 74 have been against Caitlin, you only got 2 flagrants, and they happen to be against Caitlin, I don't think it's coincidence. I think there might be causation and for sure correlation.